Good day, YouTube. Here we are again. There's another great day. Let us rejoice and be glad in it. So many things to be grateful for. And today, I want to talk about doing what you can control, right? I took this law and I'm unfazed, unbothered, not emotional about this. Why? Because I only can do what I can control. If I go outside right now and I go talk to my neighbor and they shout at me some curse words and tell me, get out of their face, I should be unfazed by that. Why? Because I can only do what I can control. So I can control how I respond to that. I can control by going in the house, or I can control by engaging in an argument with them, right? But that doesn't benefit me, may or may not benefit them. I don't know, right? But I can only do what I can control. And it's the same thing you do in these markets. That's why I'm unfazed about this, right? I follow my plan, which is what I can do. I execute according to my plan, which is again what I can do. And then the market did what it did. Nobody is exempt from losses, right? Something that a mindset that I had before I even began trading was hope for the best, prepare for the worst, right? Because like I said that so many times in the Marine for a while because again, there's so many things outside of my control. Even if I'm in a leadership position, even if I'm the boss or in control or whatever is going on, there's always somebody who can out trump me or out um take higher control and command over what I'm doing, enforcing, or conducting myself, right? So I always hope for the best, but prepare for the worst, right? Like Um, if I see that it's going to rain, the news says it's going to rain, the newsman gets paid top dollar. Newswoman get paid top dollar. Yet they can still be 100% wrong. They can say it's going to rain and it don't even rain, or they can say it's going to be no rain. They still can get paid good, and then it can rain outside. Why? And they not even get fired from their job. Exactly. That's the exact same thing. How it no, there's nobody 100% right, and we only can do what we control. So if you know it's going to rain, if you know there is, in the example for the market, you know you have a potential for loss, right? All you can do is what you can control. And what I can control is, again, doing what I can do as far as following my plan, executing according to my plan, and the most crucial thing, which is managing my risk, right? So if my account is $1,000 and I'm risking, let's say 50% of my account, which is 500, that is a big loss. Now, compared to someone who's even bigger, right? They have a $50,000 account. That means they're risking 50%, they're risking 25,000. Can you handle a loss of 25,000? Can you handle a loss of 500? Right? It's all depending upon your risk management and your risk tolerance, right? Like I can risk a few hundred not to be all right. Can you risk a few hundred to be all right? Can you withstand seeing that flash in front of your eyes? Up and down, up and down. Can you withstand that amount being taken from your account in the matter of 30 minutes or so? Can you? So you can only do what you can control, right? Like if I'm getting skinny, which I am, what can I do to control that? I can control how much I'm working out, making sure I'm continuing to eat. Right now, if God decides to make me more skinnier, okay, then I'm more skinnier. But or if he allows me to decide to gain some weight, okay, so be it. But I only do what I can control. Nobody, I can live the most healthiest life out there, and I can still drop dead tomorrow because I'm not in control of that. I'm not in control of that. God is though, right? So, man, let me just get into this trade. All right, so I came to the market, and initially, what I was seeing was this, seeing it was trending up, right? But with my structural points, I'm like, okay, cool. We're looking for sales, and this was the opportunity here. But there's this thing called entry filters, right? Which this helps validate and just make sure you send exactly what you want to see in your trade, right? And according to my filters, I want to see when I drop down in a lower time frame, I want to see a decrease in buying interest. And at this time, there was not a decrease in buying interest, and that's okay. I did what I control, which was not executing, and then it continued down. But oh well, so what? That's what happens sometimes. Sometimes, you know, your filters are good, right? Sometimes they still go. Listen, the market is never wrong. right? The market is never wrong. So whatever market decides to do, that's what the market decides to do, and it continue decide to go down. So there was no FOMO, no, wasn't upset, wasn't fearful, and there wasn't gonna be no opportunity. No, I was patient and I stuck with my process, right? I stayed according to the plan, right? You can be, following your workout routine and you might miss one day because you know what I'm saying, you got sick, or you might miss a few days because you got sick. Yeah. Okay, you did your best control, make sure you don't get sick, but once you're sick, rest, get your rest, heal up, get back proper. Okay, and get back to it. Right? God willing, there's gonna be some more days out there. So, hey, I know God's gonna provide some more opportunities for me. He's my ultimate provider. And right, so I seen that it was selling, right? It ended up invalidating it. So now I'm saying, oh, it's completely selling. It's not a temporary sale, it's completely selling. I'm like, oh yes, this is what I want to see. And I have the point at which I don't want to see the market exceed beyond, right? And I said, as long as it stays within here, I'm good for the sell. So first thing I need to see a loss of volume. Buyer stepped in, right? But at this point, this is very impulsive, right? So this is not, I mean, completely ignoring this. Came back down, okay, yeah. Now we're rubbing our hands, licking our lips, like this is exactly what we want to see. And I have this zone marked up, right? Supply and demand, previously support, now resistance. I like the price action that was here, right? Got a bearish engulfing candle. And I'm like, oh my goodness, this is good. So we get here, my filters, I waited for my filters, um, which is my entry requirements in this case. Got my entry requirements, and boom, I executed, right? So I'm in slight drawdown here, literally nothing, but I'm in profit, and I step away from the market. You That's just what I do sometimes. When I'm in a trade, I set my alert, set alert down here, so let me go risk free. And I came back, I seen that I was stopped out. Okay, I did what I can control. I didn't over risk how much I have in my account, right? I executed per my plan, so I did what I could do, and the market's always right. So not only did I do that, right, but you know, the loss I took was not significant to my account. It wasn't something that I'm going to cry about, because at the end of the day, again, we're hoping for the best, we're preparing for the worst. So now that I know that I'm preparing for a potential loss, right? I'm not hoping every trade I lose, but that's just how it works sometimes. Nobody's ever 100%. The best basketball player, football player, they don't catch 100%. They pass, make 100% of their shots. So why are we trying to hold ourselves to be perfect in anything? You know what I'm saying? It's life too. You know what I'm saying? So so when I had the loss, again, it was nothing significant to my account. It was nothing that I wasn't prepared for. It wasn't something that I couldn't handle. So hey, next trade up, I'm gonna be patient with another opportunity. And what's funny is now that I'm looking at this, right? Like eventually it could continue going down at this point. Who knows, right? But it didn't get to my level. It didn't get to my level. I wanted to get up in here. I wanted to get up in here before I potentially continue to sell. It didn't do that. It broke this structure point. Will it keep going? I don't know. Will it go up? I don't know. But all I can do is do what I can control, and that's following my trading plan, managing my risk, and just being grateful and faithful along the process, man. So, hey, nobody's exempt from loss, right? Everybody going in this market, everybody gonna lose. Everybody, whether you even get at the beginning of your journey or sometime in your journey, you're gonna take a loss. In life, you're gonna take a loss. But how you respond to that, how you handle that is the most significant thing, right? Um, God calls us to be good stewards. He calls us to be, just after his kingdom, right? And all this other stuff will be added unto you. So do what you can control, Um, yeah, that's the gem for the day. Do what you can control and hope for the best, but be prepared and plan for the worst, right? So hopefully I got some value. Hopefully I got some nuggets out of this. Hopefully y'all are propelled to, go forward with more strength, more courage. That hey, along your journey, you're gonna be all right. So if y'all like the video, like, subscribe, and hey, be faithful, be grateful, stay consistent, and stay blessed by the best. Stay blessed by the best. God always.